Hey friends, in this video I'll cover a comprehensive AI solution for the hospitality niche, for hotels specifically. I will provide you with ideas of what you could build, and also I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on how to actually create a chatbot and integrate it with WhatsApp. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Bogdan and I run an AI automation agency called Bosar Agency. Alright, so why use AI chatbot at all? First of all, obviously it can provide 24/7 personalized customer service in different languages. It can increase customer satisfaction, increase booking rate, and of course take some workload off your staff so that they don't have to answer the same questions again and again. Then, taking it one step further, the chatbot can also convert anonymous visitors into qualified leads. So we can program the chatbot to not only answer questions and provide support, but also to ask them questions in return during that conversation that they have with AI. It can collect customers' contact details during conversations and pass them onto the CRM profiles. And I get it, many people say, I'd rather have an interaction with a real person than AI. And I agree, human interactions are better, for me too. But no interaction is much worse than interaction with AI. I'd rather have my questions answered by AI than ignored at all. A short story from my personal experience. Last year I was in Amsterdam and I stayed at Moxie Hotel, a beautiful hotel. Everything was great. I left like 70 euros for the security deposit, which was supposed to be refunded back to my bank account, but it wasn't. When I realized I hadn't received it back, I tried to reach out to them. I wrote them an email, I contacted them on Facebook Messenger, and every time I wrote a message on Facebook Messenger, I got back this automatic reply saying, "We are currently sipping some cocktails and riding bikes through the streets of our amazing city of Amsterdam. If you need any urgent assistance, drop a line to our hotel team," and then they provide you with an email address and phone number. And every time you message them, you get this automatic reply notifying customers about their cocktails. Well, that's of course very informative, but unfortunately does not help with my problem. I would prefer having a trained AI assistant actually answer my questions. So it took 9 days to get the first human reply from them, and if you don't engage in that conversation right away while that human employee is still available, is still there, you'll continue getting those meaningless automatic replies. I did my best here, but never actually got any assistance. The same thing with emails. I sent the first one, then I had to follow up 3 days later. I got the default reply, and then I had to follow up 3 more times, which is really frustrating. And this kind of situation could be easily solved with AI chatbots. The chatbot could answer the question, and if it couldn't find an answer, it could notify a human employee that a particular customer requires attention. And you know, I was quite surprised. This chain is owned by Marriott. You expect better from them. This is not a small standalone hotel. They have like 89 locations only in Europe, 44 in North America, and it feels like they should have some kind of standard operating procedures and customer support established, but they don't. Okay, I hope this case illustrates how an AI assistant can empower business processes. And let's not compare it to the high quality human assistants. Let's compare it to the absence of any assistance during peak times, for example, or when humans are occupied by something else. Coming back to our comprehensive AI solution for the hospitality niche, it will consist of several parts. And the first part is customer service. For the customer service, we can build an AI chatbot powered by a GPT model, fully trained on the hotel's data and specific persona instructions. In other words, it will adapt to the role you want it to perform. Next, we can deploy the chatbot as a widget to a website and also integrate it into WhatsApp, Messenger, perhaps Gmail, so that it could provide assistance via different communication channels. And then hotels can also place QR codes in rooms so that guests could easily scan it and be redirected to that WhatsApp AI assistant. Let's do it right now. I'm going to guide you step by step how to build such a chatbot and integrate it to WhatsApp. I will use chatbot builder called BotPress. Once you sign up with BotPress, you'll have this default workspace and we want to create a new bot. Okay, it says chatbot created. I want to rename it, so I click close and give it a name. Let's say Hotel Assistant. Now I click edit in Studio, and it offers me to start from a template. But I want to start from scratch, so I'll select this option, use template, and here we have our Studio. I'm going to delete these two blocks so that we have completely nothing here, only start and end. Okay, nice and clean. And before adding any blocks, let's upload the knowledge base. Go to flows and then default knowledge base. You can add your knowledge base in different formats. It can be information available on the website, it can be just plain text, or in my case, it would be a document. And I'm going to add a PDF file here. I've already prepared a knowledge base file for my hypothetical Vista Bay Resort. This knowledge base includes the hotel overview, check-in time, check-out time, room types, pricing, etc. You want to make it as comprehensive as possible. Add some frequently asked questions like I did here. I added quite a few, but that's just a sample for this tutorial, okay? It was generated by ChatGPT, and it is not the benchmark for what a quality knowledge base should look like. Okay, let's drag and drop this file, click confirm. It will take a few seconds to process, and we are good to go. I want to also rename this knowledge base, so let's call it Vista Bay Resort. And now I'm going back to the main tab. Let's create a standard node, add card, just text. And this is gonna be our welcome message. Let's say, hello, I'm here to help with your questions. Then add another standard node, but this time we'll go to capture information section and choose raw input. Questions to ask the user. I'll type, what do you need help with? And then I need to select the knowledge base that I just uploaded. Now I can test how it works at this stage. Just go to this emulator, refresh, and I'll type, hi there. It replies, hello, I'm here to help with your questions. What do you need help with? What is your checkout time? The checkout time at Vista Bay Resort is 12 p.m. If I go back to my knowledge base file, I'll see the same information here, so the response is correct. It can work like this already, but it is quite generic, right? Just one question, one answer. Let's make it more interesting and add one more card with multiple choice this time. For the multiple choice card, the question to ask the user would be, do you have another question? I'll add two items, yes and no. And I'll choose disable search because we don't need it to use knowledge base for that. Now, if a user selects no, it will end the chat. And if they select yes, we are going to loop it back to the same block. Okay, let's test it again. I'll refresh the emulator here and say, hi there. It replies as before, what is your checkout time? The same answer as before, but this time on top of that, it asked me, do you have another question? I click yes, and it is asking me again, what do you need help with? Let's ask it something else. For example, what is your Wi-Fi password? And it provides me with a Wi-Fi password, which is Vista 2024. Let me quickly check my knowledge base to ensure the password is correct. And yep, the Wi-Fi password is Vista 2024, so all good, it works correctly. All right, now it is pretty workable, right? I don't know if you noticed, but I did not add any persona instructions here. It doesn't have any personality. It is not friendly, not professional, or anything else. It is just a knowledge base agent. But we can go to agents on the left-hand side here and enable the personality agent. If you also enable personality rewriting, it will be able to change the messages that we set up in our blocks. So instead of asking the same, what do you need help with every single time, it could rephrase it according to the tone and role that we set here. So I'm going to add my persona prompt. It consists of several components such as role, task, specifics, context, examples, and notes, where I set the desired tone for this assistant. I'm gonna copy and paste it into my personality agent, and let's refresh and test it once again. Hi there. And this time, instead of default, hello, I'm here to help with your questions, what do you need help with? It said, greetings, I am at your service to assist you with any inquiries you may have. How may I assist you? And that is because I added that personality agent. I'll ask, what is your Wi-Fi password. The Wi-Fi password for our guests is Vista 2024U, and I guess in this simulator it does not always display the whole text, but if you click on it, you'll see the whole reply. You can connect to the Vista by Guest network. Let me know if you need further assistance. So now there is a friendly tone present, not just generic replies to frequently asked questions. Let's click yes and ask it one more question. For example, where can I find an iron? At Vista Bay Resort, you'll find an iron and ironing board in every room. They are conveniently located in the closet. Nice. Let's click no to end the conversation. And that's it for this basic chatbot. You can make it much more advanced. BotPress allows you to use various functions here like AI tasks to generate content. You can capture various types of information to generate leads, such as phone number, email address. You can execute code, get table records, and much more. But for this tutorial, that would be enough. And for full transparency, for our agency, BotPress or VoiceFlow are very good for quick prototyping. But when it comes to real projects, we don't use any chatbot builders at all. Instead, we create custom code to satisfy the specific requirements of our customers. Okay, now I'm going to publish it and deploy as a widget to a website, and later I'll show you how to integrate this chatbot with WhatsApp. Click Publish, go back to Dashboard, then navigate to the Integrations tab, and if you don't see this web chat here, you can find it in the BotPress Hub and enable this integration. You can modify some settings here like the bot name, bot description, then go to the pre-configured tab and paste this script into the code of your website. I have this sample website. As you see, no chatbots here. Now I'll go to the HTML of this site, copy and paste this script, save it, then go back to the website, refresh, and now we can see our chatbot here. Hi, I'll ask, what is your Wi-Fi password? It takes a few seconds to process, and I get my reply according to the knowledge base. I can click yes to ask another question. Let's say, when does your bar close? The bar at Vista Bay Resort closes at midnight every day. Nice, it works. Let's now connect it to WhatsApp. And by the way, I've prepared a guide on WhatsApp integration. I'll attach it in the video description, so feel free to use it. The first step is to sign up with Meta for Developers, formerly Facebook. Go to developers.facebook.com, and once you are signed up, go to My Apps. Create an app, select Other, Next, then Business, Next, add an app name, let's say Hotel Assistant, and click Create App. Here you can add products to your app. Just find WhatsApp and click Set Up. Select a business portfolio, click Continue, and now you can start using the API. Alright, now let's switch back to BotPress and go to the BotPress Hub. They have various integrations pre-configured. That's very convenient. You don't have to code anything. Just find and select WhatsApp, install it to your bot, and make sure to switch this enable integration toggle. Verify token is just a unique string that you need to remember. Let's put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For the access token, we need to go back to Meta, and here you'll see this temporary access token. It is temporary, okay? It says it will expire in 23 hours because it is for testing. So if you want to publish this chatbot and actually go live, you'll have to generate a permanent access token. And I'm going to attach a link to the guide on how to do it. It is very easy. So whenever you're ready to go live, just make sure to do it. For now, let's just copy this one and paste it in BotPress. For the default number ID, again, go back to Meta and the same thing. It is our test number for testing. When you want to go live, you'll have to add a real number here that you want to use. Below you can find phone number ID. Let's copy it and paste back to BotPress. All right, save configuration, and the BotPress part of the integration is done. Now copy this webhook URL from BotPress and let's go back to Meta. Navigate to the configuration tab, click edit, paste that webhook URL here, the one we just copied from BotPress, and enter your verify token. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and click verify and save. One more thing to do here is select the webhook fields. Click manage and subscribe to messages. Okay, now head back to API setup, and since this is a test number, we need to whitelist a recipient phone number because it should be used for testing and it wouldn't receive messages from numbers that are not whitelisted here. I'm going to add my number and that's it. The integration is completed. I'm going to click send message, and if you followed along, you should receive a welcome message to your WhatsApp. So let's test it there. I got this hello world message. I'll type hello. Greetings, how may I assist you? What is your Wi-Fi password? Okay. The Wi-Fi password for our guests is Vista 2024. Do you have any other questions? Yes. Can you suggest a good place to visit? No, let's say a good place to eat. And it suggests a few restaurants according to our knowledge base. So it works as programmed, and I guess we can say that the integration is successful. Now the pricing. BotPress offers quite generous free package. It is also pay as you go so that you don't overpay for the things you don't use. For free, you get 5 bots and 2,000 incoming messages and events per month. But if you need to increase that volume to, let's say, 10,000 incoming messages and events, you'd pay $20. For WhatsApp, I'll attach the link to this page in the video description where you can calculate the conversation rate according to your market and conversation category. For example, I can select North America, currency dollars, and for the chatbot like this one, it should be utility. The conversation rate would be $0.015, and by conversation, they mean a 24-hour message thread between you and your customers. Compare it to the salaries for the staff and you'll see that a lot of money can be saved. Okay, that was a quick tutorial. We just built a chatbot with a hotel's knowledge base plus persona prompt. We deployed it to a website as a chatbot widget. We also connected it to WhatsApp, and for Messenger, there is a very similar process as with WhatsApp. I already published a video on how to do it step by step. So if you need it, just go to that video. There is a chapter Messenger integration and feel free to use it. And the last step here is creating a QR code that would redirect users to this WhatsApp bot. The second part of this solution would be lead generation and CRM integration. So on top of the basic customer service chatbot, we can add more functionality to it. For example, to convert anonymous visitors into qualified leads, we can program it to gather information from customers, including their names, phone numbers, and preferences, and it can share that information with the sales team to proactively follow up and close the sale. Also, it can store customers' contact details in the CRM system. My plan is to prepare a separate tutorial on how to actually build that lead generation functionality and integrate it to CRM systems. I am considering HubSpot, Salesforce, and Zoho as they seem to be the most popular ones. However, if you want me to cover a specific CRM system, let me know about that in the comments, and also make sure to subscribe and stay tuned so you don't miss out on my upcoming videos. Alright, the next part is bookings. And by bookings, I mean integration of the chatbot with the hotel's booking system so that it could actually take information from users and fill in the booking. It really varies and depends on booking system used by different hotels, but as long as the booking system has API integration available, we can do it. Next up, we have internal use. I divided it into two main use cases. The first one is communication with Teams. We can program the bot to interact with Teams via email notification, mobile app, or different task management system. The goal is to forward the high-value requests to the right person in the right team for, quick processing, and this way streamline the whole workflow. The second use case is staff onboarding. So you can build the same knowledge-based chatbot, the one we just did in this video, but it should be fine-tuned to answer questions from employees regarding standard operating procedures instead of providing customer service. There is a lot of staff training involved, and obviously during the ramp-up period, new starters have a lot of questions and they can get all the answers right from that WhatsApp bot, and that's internal use. The last part of this comprehensive solution package is customer loyalty. The idea is to integrate the chatbot with Google Business Profile. I am sure you are familiar with this kind of business listings. Usually you can find it on Google Maps. Check out some contact details, some reviews. Now, it is very important to respond to all the reviews due to several reasons. First, building trust and transparency. Replying to both positive and negative reviews shows that the hotel values customer feedback, but more importantly, it has huge value for SEO, search engine optimization. So Google takes into consideration both the volume of reviews and the frequency, how often people review your business. It also helps with reputation management, increasing guest loyalty, and so on. Now, if you go to that business listing as a business owner, it looks like this. You can write a reply here and actually spend, some time every day doing so, or you can integrate your AI assistant and it will do it on your behalf. There is Business Profile API available, and it offers much of the same functionality as the Business Profile user interface, so you can definitely accomplish this and have it reply to those reviews for you. Alright, today I touched on a few different integrations, and I'm super curious to find out which ones are the most interesting for you so that I could include them in my upcoming tutorials. Make sure to comment on that. Also make sure to subscribe, like the video, and I think that's it for this video. If you want to implement a solution similar to this one in your business, feel free to reach out to us at bosar.agency and we'll be happy to discuss it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.